everyone, my name is Shella Swat and welcome back to Shella Swat Gang. Back at it again with another video. You already know what's going on. So today we're going to be talking about culture shock and ways for you to deal with it. So we're going to get right into that and stay tuned. And we are back. And if you're new, what's up, fam? Welcome to Shella Swat Gang. You the family, you the plug, the real MVP. You already know what's going on. I can't make y'all subscribe, but if you want to, go ahead and hit that red subscribe button and also hit that notification. Anyway, so we're gonna get right into this culture shock. So let's go. So the first stage is the honeymoon stage. You know, everything's exciting and new and you can't wait to do all the stuff that you dream about doing and whatever. So that is the honeymoon stage. That's stage number one. Stage number two would have to be the rejection stage, which is where things become like overwhelming. You know, it's like things don't plan out the way that you thought that it would go. So it's like you studying for a test or something and you feel like you're gonna pass this test. This test is great. Like, I studied, I'm about to pass this test, I'm about to get an A. And then as soon as you get the paper and stuff, it's like totally different questions on there, stuff that you didn't even study. You don't know the answers, but you're confident that you're still gonna pass. And in the end, you end up failing. But it's not your fault. You just have to study harder next time, you know? So that brings us to stage number three, which is the regression stage. It's where you become stressful and like you try to like surround yourself with people of your own culture, like people who do the same things you do, because you're not used to being around anybody outside of what you grew up learning how to do, like the religion and everything, because you feel like you're out of place or something. You're just, you know, an outcast because you're not doing what everybody else is doing, or because like they're just, you know, different from you. They speak a different language. You're not used to speaking a different language like they do. You don't know what they're saying. You don't want to be around them because you feel like they're talking about you or something. So that's the regression stage. And stage four is where we get to the recovery stage, which is where you have to like work on your stuff. You have to work through and be able to accept the fact that most people or some people will not accept you because you're different. And that's okay, because I feel that at the end of the day, you can't be nothing but yourself. And your beliefs are your beliefs. Like, if somebody smoke in this area, whatever, and you come to that area and you know you don't smoke and you can't really be around it, you don't even have to like play a part in none of that. Just continue doing what you're doing. Just because you see them doing it don't mean that you have to do the exact same thing. You don't have to give in to no pressure or nothing. Like, stand your ground. You know what you want to do and don't want to do, whatever. So everything we do always has like either a good or bad outcome. That's all I'm saying. So that's the recovery stage. Like I said, it's to be able to feel accepted, and it's okay if people don't accept you, because at the end of the day, you're great on your own. You don't really need anybody to accept you. As long as you accept yourself, that's all that matters, because at the end of the day, you're living life for you, not anybody else. Okay? All right. So we're going to move on to the last stage, which is stage number 5. Stage number 5 is the reverse stage. It's like after you get everything situated, whatever, like you had to deal with becoming the new person on the block, whatever, dealing with the different cultures and stuff like that, stuff that you're not used to, feeling overwhelmed and depressed because things aren't going your way because you thought it was supposed to go this way and it ended up turning left and all that stuff. And then you have to try to adjust yourself to where you can somewhat become comfortable with what you got going on. And even though people don't accept you, you can accept yourself, like I said, because you don't really need anybody to accept you. If you accept yourself, that's all that matters. Like at the end of the day, you living for yourself. You're not living for nobody else. So now we're going to go to the reverse stage. The reverse stage is like where a person becomes accustomed to their new life and all that stuff. Like they're accustomed to it now. They're not like the freshman on the block anymore. No, they're not a sophomore. They're not a junior. They're all of a sudden a senior. Like they're used to everything. And you know, it's just like high school. Like, and it's like the reverse stage is like, even though you're like adjusted to everything that you've been dealing with for all these years or whatever, however long it take you, your culture shock, whatever your experiences, like you can never go back to being the old you because you've adjusted. And it's just gonna be like that. Like that's just like from being born. Like you go from an infant, the next stage you become a toddler, from a toddler you become a, like, you know, a little kid, from a kid you become a teenager, from a teenager you become a young adult, and then you become old. Like that's just how it goes. There's gonna be different stages that you go through, and throughout time you're gonna have different cultures, different races, different people around you. Everybody's gonna do different things because of the way that they grew up. Like it's always gonna be something different. And the fact that you're different from somebody else does not mean that you have to try to act like everybody else. No, the best thing you could do is be yourself. If you're not into stuff, like if you don't speak another language, you can always learn to speak a new language or whatever. You can get a translator, like it don't matter. But you just need to really be comfortable with what you got going on, no matter what. Like things not going your way, I don't know, just pray about it, because at the end of the day, everything's gonna be okay. And you just gotta stay positive about it. So that's just how I feel about it. And that's all I wanted to talk to you guys about today. Bye.
Caesar chain, as it hang, reppin' Shella Swa gang. I do what I want. I'm my own boss. I do what I want. I'm my own boss. I'm my own boss. I'm my own boss.